Okay, you can see the screen because yesterday I messed it up and nobody told me. And I found out much later and I was so embarrassed. So, I don't want to do this today. Okay, so, okay, now decision making. Okay, I will teach you everything about decision making, but you have to decide. That's all I can tell you. Thanks. Okay, so what are the factors of decision making? There are only not many factors, there are just very few factors. It will have some implication in your life and it will not have at the same point of time. So it's not very big deal also, but kind of big deal. So once you know, so the whole point and the whole beauty of self-help is just understanding. So once you understand yourself, you've won half of the battle. Okay, you've done half of what you can do and you know where you can go. Okay, so I will tell you the factors. Okay, decision. What is your present reality? So we will start with a very basic one. Is what is your present reality? So I want you to take a look at yourself. Just go on like this and scan yourself. Okay, scan. Done. Very simple. You can see your physical attributes. Okay, how you are, what you are, the kind of skin that you have, the kind, if your skin is moisturized or not, are you using moisturizer or not? So that is your present reality and what you have chosen, consciously, subconsciously, kaise bhi, you've chosen that. Okay, so your physical body says a lot of things about you that you've decided. So your life is basically a sum collect of your previous decisions. It's not some alien or some outer power came and made it like this in one day, but it is you who decided that जंक फूड खा लेते हैं आज 10 घंटे नेट we'll spend some 10 hours on Netflix. It's not so important to do push-ups also. It's okay if I don't have so much money but I get to sleep 10 hours more. It's okay if I don't write that book. I am okay anyways. I have this job, I have this money, I am quite comfortable with it. Correct? So your life is sum total of your previous decisions. Anybody disagree with me on this? It is sum total, whether you made it yourself or somebody forced it on you. But do you agree with me or not? Yes. See, that's what. So your life was a whole of this decisions that you have taken, whether it is my physical body, whether it is my mental health, whether it is who I want to be as a person. If I want to be like a really sweet person, I have decided to be a sweet person. I want to go and live in forest is what I have decided. If I want to quit my job tomorrow and live on the street is also my decision. But there were other factors because you don't do that, of course. And if I decide to change is also my decision. So what makes you is decision. Please understand this. Now factors that I want to discuss. Okay, there are very few factors. I'm stopping my this thing and I want to share now. Okay, Abhi, we'll start here. So 1 and 2. Okay, everybody can see this. Okay, these are small factors. Okay, and there is one big factor such as focus. Okay, so first I want to talk about focus, then I will come back to this small factors because these are very small factors. It has little bit of implication but not a lot of implications on you. So focus, what is focus? Focus is simple. Hi Amish, you're back.
Focus is
So
our laser light.
focus.
Invisible
Yes.
laser light.
Yeah, focus is something that I chose intentionally. I chose to focus on something. So I can focus on how coronavirus is affecting everyone, how bad coronavirus is. But there are a lot of people who have made money out of it. There are a lot of parents, there are a lot of animals who are very happy that coronavirus is there, so that they can get to stay home with their owners, and grandparents are very happy because they get to spend a lot of time. Agree with me? So their focus is not different, and our focus is how can we escape? How can I go out? How can I go to club? How can I go to malls? I'm not able to see movies. What is this? And so that is our focus. And what you focus on is how you will perceive the reality per se. So if I focus a lot on how people look, okay, so if my focus is always in my habit, I am a sort of person, when I look at someone, all I see is their clothes, the way they talk, whether they speak English or not. I'm not that sort of person. I'm just giving you an example, okay? Don't judge me so quickly. So I'm saying, so that person focus is basically to judge everyone like that. Will it be like a reality? And if he meets someone who's like really super short rich, and they meet someone and maybe they were not dressed up in that moment, what will they think? Their perception of reality is, that person is like this, they don't know how to talk, what is it, and this and that. Okay, correct. So similarly, if you focus on, can anybody give me another example? I'm not able to think about, another example of focus. If I focus on, like, I'll give you an office example also, okay? If I focus on how rude my manager is always whenever she talks to me, why does she talk to me like this? Why does she say tu every time? Why can't she speak with me respect? So I will automatically, so every time that I think of, I'm focusing on how bad she is. So even if she's complimenting me, I'm like, yeah, she's fake. I will say that because my focus is somewhere else. Genuinely, she can be like a different person. Agree? So whenever I think of a person also, okay, so personally, like, every time I make a judgment about someone, every time I make a judgment about something, I always make sure that, maybe I can focus on something else, and it will change the way I look at. So the common example that I always think is, if I find someone rude, okay, let's just say I find this person rude. So I think that, okay, I'm finding them rude, but it's not necessarily true, because they also have a husband, they might have a husband or wife and children, and they will be like super loving to them. So what I am thinking is not the reality, but it's just a perception of mine. Correct?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes. So similarly, you also can think of a situation. So it is whatever you're thinking, your reality itself is in doubt as to what you're focusing on. Now, I will share a very personal example with you guys, okay? Who are you today is what you will tend to show me. So now when I meet you for the first time, whatever you tell me is what my reality will be, correct? So if I meet you for the first time and you tell me that this is who you are, this is what you like, this is what you don't like, I don't know if you're lying or not, but whatever you tell me is reality. If you choose to fake it, what happens? I will still believe it. This is what we are doing it. This is what we are doing right now also in life, correct? Agree with me on this?
Yes, yes.
So whatever you focus on is what you gave me, and that is what I have also perceived. Now this is very tricky. Please try to understand. The moment you don't understand, please ask me. I am here to explain. Again, I will explain. So what makes you is kind of the focus that you've put. So imagine if you are focusing so much in your life, and all your reality can be perceived as fake also. So it can be changed also simultaneously. So you can change it, है ना? Because focus is just perceived base, so we can change it. So
Hmm.
I'll give you another example, okay? Sometimes everybody will remember this, that I have like a bad headache, okay? My head is banging and I just have a bad headache, and I'm not able to think about anything else, but the headache is just constant, and it's bothering me so much. All of a sudden, in some time, somebody talks to me, okay, and they say something important, and then I get back to that work and I forget about my headache. And after half an hour, maybe 1 hour, I will realize that headache is gone. How did that happen? I did not take medicine, I did not change anything, I did not do anything in my life, but anything that happened was I changed my focus. I removed my focus from here to there, and that's all happened. So before I was focusing a lot on headache that is bothering me. I can't think of anything. Don't talk to me. My God, I hate you. And I have headache. Let me just die right now. And that's what you kept on doing. And then the moment you change your focus, your entire state also changed. So similarly, what can you use focus on?
Ma'am,
What can
actually,
you use? Give me an example.
What is
ma'am, can I say something?
Yes.
Yeah, I truly agree with your words, but sometimes it works and sometimes it really panic actually.
Yeah,
तो कई
sometimes it
बार
does. Yes,
काम
I
करता है,
agree.
या 50-50 है ये इसमें, है ना?
I
क्योंकि मेरा
I
एक्सपीरियंस है.
Yes, I agree.
I
Yes, Salil.
I cannot understand the core meaning of focus. Core
Focus.
meaning. Yeah,
Okay.
we have.
Focus. How can I explain this in simple words? Okay, I will have to go back a little bit. Okay, focus. Now, see, focus is driven by. How can I say this to you? And like, I want to like simplify it. So, focus is something that you perceive, that you have acquired over a period of time, and that is what your eyes see. So you see like this, then you feel it, you hear it, you touch it, and you will perceive it in a way, and that is your focus. So right now when I'm sitting in a room of 50 people, what is my focus? I will look at them, and I'm focusing on, oh my god, they are dressed up so well, and I look like this, I look like that. And sometimes I tend to focus on myself, how loud I am. And our focus is basically something that the focus is just focus, that something you're focusing on.
मैम
I
मैं
don't know,
हिंदी
Shabazz,
Something.
I can say कि हम जैसे बचपन से लोगों को कहते आ रहे हैं कि यार ध्यान किधर है, ध्यान किधर है, ध्यान किधर है, तो वो जो ध्यान शब्द है वही फोकस है इन दी इंग्लिश.
हाँ,
हिंदी में हम
exactly.
कहते हैं बेटा पढ़ाई में ध्यान क्यों नहीं है, पूरा ध्यान टीवी में लगा रखा है, तुम्हारा ध्यान किधर है, गाड़ी ढंग से चलाओ. सो वो जो ध्यान 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 है ना, दैट इज फोकस.
Attention. Your
Attention,
attention.
yes,
Attention.
that's the word.
Attention.
Attention is the word. What is your
I'm sorry to
attention
interrupt
on?
you guys.
I'm sorry,
I'm
like
sorry.
it's
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you guys. So if you, the word you said, focus, is a perfect word. So if we say in physics, the focus is termed as a point at which rays of light or heat or other radiation meet after being refracted or reflected. So if I define focus, then it is a main or central part of something which has especially an attention of interest, right? So as you said, if I wake up early in the morning, the one example which I can see in front of me, if I say to myself that I'm not well, I am feeling sick, I'm ill, I'm having a high fever. If your body temperature is 97 degree centigrade as well, you would feel that within yourself you are feeling sick. Within yourself you are having that high fever, though your thermometer is not showing that. So focus can be termed, it is a central point which I am acquiring within me, or which I am devoting myself for a particular action. Am I right? Or I might be wrong, I don't know.
no, actually, I think that's the best definition of focus that we can give via the terms of physics. And focus is basically wherever you're putting attention in real life, and that's what it is. So focus can always shift, and it can shift in a moment, it can shift in time perceived, depends on the area that you want to apply to. Okay, so moving forward, so focus. Okay, so another decision making. We were speaking about decision making. So one was focus. Second thing was the small things that I said. Okay, so small things are your beliefs, your past. It can be your action. I'm sorry, your values, the kind of environment that you're in, the kind of past that I said, that the kind of parents that brought you up. So these are the small things that will have effect on your decision making. So how you were brought up, okay, like we in India, we are brought up that you should not use broom after sunset. So you will not do it. Maybe it has a scientific meaning also, but you might just think of as something not to do, but in foreign they do it all the time. And then you might also have some kind of beliefs that a black cat crosses your way, so you will think that, okay, that's something bad is going to happen, and that's the kind of belief that you have. So what do you decide? So you decide not to go from there, but you will take a detour, correct? something like that, as simple as something like that. So your decisions can be always manipulated by the kind of beliefs that you come from, the kind of focus that you put. So focus is one big chunk, and then you have beliefs and the kind of environment that you were built in, the kind of standards that you have for yourself. Am I making sense right now? Is it clear? Because it's not a very big thing to explain, but it's just small decisions that you make. Small factors that are there behind you, like in your head.
Belief and hope.
Sorry, believe. So no. Beliefs are not hopes. Believe beliefs are something that I believe in. Maybe it might be true, it might not be true. So when I worship, okay, I can worship with just my eyes closed. That is a belief that I have. But when I see a statue, I want to worship that also. Now that is a separate belief that I have. Okay, whenever I have a belief that I am not good enough, it might not be true, but I believe in it. So it is true for me. Whenever I say I don't look beautiful, and that's a belief that I have, that I've acquired over a period of time. It might not be true, or it can be true, but of course we don't know what's the reality. When I say I am not confident, is a belief that you're putting yourself into. Now in self-help, belief is a very big word. What do you believe in? And to change that needs a lot of work, and when you work on that is when you make different decisions. So if you have a different belief, that's what I wanted to say, if you have a different belief, will your decisions be different or not? Yes, it will be different. Yes, Deepika.
Exactly. You're saying
Okay, you agree with
exactly
me.
right.
So when I have a different value, when I have a different belief, when I have different confidence, when I have different focus, primarily focus, my default nature is to have a different decisions. Correct? So we are talking about different decision making, and that's all it is. So it is about your belief plus values plus how you perceive yourself plus where I am focusing on. So a very small example I will give you. I spoke about it yesterday also. When you look at your past achievements, okay, think of one big achievement that you did. Think of it like clearly. What did I do so big? So you will think that I made different decisions, I changed. Let's just say you wanted to get into a college where your society was saying no, your friends were saying no, but you were so adamant about it, so you chose. So you changed, you fought against it, you did something that was not you, and you made a different decisions. So in life where you are stuck here also, you have to choose, you have to change your beliefs, you have to fight with people, you have to go against sometimes yourself also, and you have to make different decisions to change your life. So we will move forward from this now. What is the future reality that we're speaking of? So now you know where you stand. You know what is your present decisions that you're making. So wherever you want to change in life, you will have to look at what am I deciding right now that is affecting my life. Correct. So as I said, our reality is based on my past decisions that I've made. So this is who I am on my past decisions. Now, what do I have to do? I have to make different decisions to move forward and to achieve that reality. Correct. So what is that future reality looks like? Now imagine. Now you'll have to start imagining. Now you have to start working on that factor. As in, what does my future look like? What are the factors who are there in that? Who are the people who are there in my future to help me achieve that goal? What is the belief that I have to achieve that goal? What is the value that I need to develop to achieve that goal? And what So firstly, when you decide a goal itself, you'll have to find out the kind of excitement that you will have and what excites you here also. And so it has to somewhere be aligned with your life purpose also. I believe that if you're aligned with your life purpose now, if you're kind of you are at peace with yourself, it will have a big role. Actually, it'll just keep you at peace also, and the decisions that you make will also be better. So if I know that I'm with peace myself, okay, this is my purpose, this is my life purpose, the kind of decisions I will make around it will be somewhere aligned to it. So I knew healthy is always important. Okay, health is always important. I know I have to study, I know I have to write, I have to write an article, I should make good friends, I should not get into a bad relationship, but I'm not doing